A pair of Russian thrill-seekers temporarily paralyzed part of Midtown Manhattan Wednesday after they scaled the Empire State Building's antenna without harnesses, nearly 1,500 feet in the air in 90-degree heat.
Both of them do have shoes on. The gentleman had white sneakers on. They are, of course, wearing head coverings so that they are not revealing their identity, at least right now.
All right!
Every once in a while, the internet gives you a story that feels completely made up. And not necessarily because it sounds unbelievable, but because it sounds like something a Hollywood writer would have pitched and somebody would have looked across the room and said, yeah, I think that's a little too unrealistic. Then you open TikTok and it's real. The other day I was scrolling just like everybody else. Basketball clips, memes, the regular shebang. But then I came across a video of a couple standing on top of the Empire State Building. Not the tourist section, not the observation deck, the actual tippity top.
Look up. Is it a bird? A plane? No. Two daredevils doing their best King Kong impression on top of the world.
Two geniuses climbed to the top of the Empire State Building, the top of the spire.
Bro, and I was looking at my phone in awe, gang. Like, me personally, I'm not a fan of heights. So that would probably be my worst nightmare, honestly. And I would never put myself in that situation, ever. But the video keeps going on. They release a flag. Eventually they get down, and what you would think it's over right there. But no. The nigga gets on one knee, pulls out a ring, and proposes.
Stop. And he just proposed to her.
What the fuck type fucking Disney movie, HBO Max type shit is this? She says yes, they kiss. Yeah, you're of course, who the fuck is gonna say no? You say no after you did all that in public. After all that, they eventually got arrested, and somehow that is the least surprising part of the whole story.
Today, these fearless lovers were brought down from atop the Empire State by the NYPD.
How you doing? Well, you can't be up here.
Members of the NYPD's highly trained emergency service unit were harnessed in as they scaled the spire of the Empire State to reel the couple back in.
The entire internet immediately split into two groups. You got the one side calling this shit relationship goals. Yeah, you go. The Skywalkers couple. Wow, so scary but fascinating. Have to give it to them. They are such good and brave people, I would say. Like, these comments they're so botted out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let them go. The world needs love. Yo. And essentially the other side was calling them a bunch of idiots. And honestly, I understand both. Shit. Because this isn't really a story about climbing a building.
I don't care what y'all say about that Russian couple that illegally climbed the Empire State Building, that shit was badass.
Those people who climb to the top of the Empire State Building are exactly who they think they are. They are so cool. They are so fucking sick. I thought that was it. Oh, that was so awesome.
Am I the only one who finds this absolutely fucking stupid? Just absolutely stupid.
That couple that decided to climb up the Empire State Building this morning to do a fucking proposal, you guys are the dumbest motherfuckers.
Let's start from the beginning. On July 1st, a professional climbing couple, forgive me on the pronunciation of their names, Angela Nicolou and Ivan Birkus, whatever the fuck their name. They illegally climbed the Empire State Building in New York City with no permission. It wasn't for an event. They literally just climbed the building because they felt like climbing the building. And by the time anybody realized what they were doing, they were hundreds of feet in the air. People below started recording, the helicopter started showing up, police showed up, TikTok started getting posted. Basically everybody but common sense was at the cookout. Because if there's one thing that social media loves, it's somebody doing something that the average person would never even think about trying. After reaching the top though, Ivan proposes, Angela says yes, they kiss, love story, yeah. I forgot to mention, they were holding up a banner, and the banner read, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace." Now, Whether you agree with that statement or not, that's actually a beautiful quote. There's nothing hateful about it, nothing political, nothing threatening. It's just a very peaceful message. It's very beautiful, which makes this story even stranger to me. Because usually when a stunt like this is pulled off illegally, they're like protesting something. Please tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. But these two, they're celebrating love on the tippity top of the Empire State Building. Like we're in the movie Fall.
Congrats on your engagement. Anything you guys want to say? Hey guys, is there anything you want to say about this? It was crazy. Everybody watched it. Where's your ring? Did they take it away?
Do you have a message?
Where are you going now?
Like this is a remix of the movie Fall, bro. You ever seen that movie, bro? That's what this whole situation really reminds me of. The movie Fall. And that movie was scary as shit. But nah, man, that's what makes this so different. They're celebrating love. And almost immediately people on the internet started celebrating this shit. Like it's the greatest love story they've ever seen. Like Martin and Gina don't exist.
One question that everyone is thinking, what in the world is their sex life like? I know they rock premarital.
Back to how this reminded me of the movie Fall. If you've ever seen the movie, it's basically just about two best friends who decide to climb this abandoned radio tower that's over 2,000 feet tall. And I really think that's an understatement. I don't remember how tall it was. Mind you, they were not forced to do this. They weren't like blackmailed into doing this. They had done this upon their own free will. One of them wanted to scatter her late husband's ashes at the top. Yeah, it sounds meaningful until the ladder breaks. Now they're stranded thousands of feet above the ground with no way down. No signal, no food, no water. All they have is each other. By the end of that movie, you couldn't imagine how stressed out I was, nigga. I was pulling out my motherfucking mustache hairs. Shit had me gripping the edge of my couch like I was up there with them, gang. Every time they slipped, my stomach dropped, bro. Like, I'm telling you. It's one of those movies where you almost forget you're watching it because your body starts reacting to the shit. So when I saw Angela and Ivan on top of the Empire State Building, immediately where my brain went. Regardless of how experienced you are, gravity does not care and is undefeated. One mistake, one bad grip, one loose piece of metal, they would have been gone. Luckily, we're not talking about two random civilians that decided that today was gonna be the day they climbed the Empire State Building. This couple they're professional climbers. They've done this shit around the world, climbed buildings around the world, calculated, trained. They're experienced in that field. But experience doesn't erase danger. It just lowers the odds of it.
Netflix is getting real creative with the promos these days. So when I saw the news today about the couple that was scaling the Empire State Building and they put out this beautiful sign about the power of love, I was like, man, this sounds oddly familiar. This is a documentary. A couple of years ago, Netflix released a documentary called Skywalkers, A Love Story. And essentially, this is what the documentary was about. It's about a real life couple, Angela and Ivan, who illegally scales these skyscrapers and they display their love. And it also documents them wanting to attempt their largest challenge, which is scaling this huge building, the Merdeka 118 Tower in Malaysia. This documentary was documenting them getting prepared for and actually performing the scaling of this building. So it turns out this is the same couple.
Some of these reactions were honestly more entertaining than the climb itself, because everybody watched the exact same video but came away with completely different conclusions. One side saying, oh, relationship goals, this is real love, people don't live anymore, this is iconic. Then the other group of people saying shit like, oh, I just clocked into work today, what's all the hoopla? I even seen a video of this creator talking about if that couple were a black couple and decided to climb the Empire State Building, basically talking about how the black couple wouldn't have got the same treatment. I'm gonna just let this clip play and y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments.
And if it was a black couple to just climb the Empire State Building, I tell you what, they would not be arrested and released in the same day. Child, that couple would still be on Rikers Island with a $1 million bail each. I fear that there would be choppers all around that damn Empire State Building. And that's being nice. That's if they did not shoot that couple. Child.
Now, do I agree with what she's saying? Hell yes. A black couple would not got the same treatment. But I also know for a fact a black couple is not that crazy. Motherfuckers will go to a courthouse before they climb the Empire State Building. But yeah, I think the comment section on this video is where a lot of people that didn't appreciate this act are. People be so easily impressed. I found it so corny. It was so corny, no shade. I didn't find nothing cute about it. I commented privilege and was argued down. I'm still confused about it. Like, what was the point? Both sides of this whole thing have their own points. Did they hurt anybody? Fuck no, they didn't hurt anybody. Were they trying to spread hate? No. Their banner literally said, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace. That's actually a pretty positive message. But how you deliver the message matters too. Because the second you climb one of the most famous buildings in America illegally, you've now forced emergency responders to respond. The police have to come get you. Fire personnel on standby, the helicopters were monitoring, street traffic had to be changed. Now it's bigger than just your proposal, which is kind of like, why would you get proposed on the top of the Empire State Building? Like, it's just... yeah, man, they could be doing some crazy shit in 2026. A lot of people were saying, and probably are still saying while this controversy goes on, they weren't hurting anybody. Well, they definitely weren't trying to. But if one of them slips, this whole entire love story is going to be flipped to a fucking murder mystery. And I think that's where the controversy really comes from. People aren't debating love. They're debating whether the risk was worth it.
Couple that climbed to the top of the Empire State Building. That is so cute and very unique. I know they went to jail, but they got released an hour later, and now they have bomb-ass pictures. Like, it was worth it, I think.
And I got so many questions about that Russian couple who climbed up the Empire State just to throw a peace and love sign or something like that. And then not to mention, y'all.
Here's the part that actually made me stop and think. Because in the moment, I couldn't really even see what the banner said, let alone try to figure out what it meant. I've said it a lot in this video because I do love the quote, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace. Imagine how different the world would be if people cared more about each other than how much they cared about being in control. Imagine. That is a great message. The problem is that the stunt overshadowed the message itself. Most people aren't talking about peace. As you can see, this shit ain't bring no peace. They're talking about the climb. They're talking about the proposal, the couple. The message became secondary to the climb. And then because of the internet, we all know the internet, the banner became a meme. People started using AI to replace words on it. And brands did it as well. And that was a controversy that I forgot to mention. God damn it. But yeah, man, brands started making fake versions and meme pages joined in, and the message lasted like a day, which is sad, bro. That shit just became another template in the message that damn near been forgotten. That's fascinating to me because it shows how fast the internet can turn a real moment into content. One day it's a proposal, the next day somebody has an AI generated banner that says, when the power of free shipping beats the love of paying full price, or whatever stupid brand slogan they be saying, gang. The internet just can't help itself. Everything eventually becomes content. Everything becomes a meme. Everything becomes some type of luring for engagement. And before you know it, people aren't even talking about Angela and Ivan no more. They're talking about memes, brand accounts, AI.
Excuse me for being like the friend who's like way too woke, but like seeing all these brands take the message of that one couple who climbed the Empire State Building and put it through generative AI to put their own branding message on it. Is that not like fucking tone deaf and annoying? Like, I'm sorry, I'm literally a social media manager and I was seeing this trend everywhere and I knew somebody was gonna bring it up at work and be like, oh, should we do this? Like, no, we shouldn't do this because I think it's weird. I'm sorry, like, is that not freaking weird? It's tone deaf and weird. Message about like love and loving other people and like the love of power is like ruining the world, and you're gonna take that and be like, what if I put like shop Fashion Nova on it? Like, are you fucking stupid?
Brands like Fashion Nova, Beach Waver, Bioma, Paint Lab, and others turned it into their own AI trend. And that's what completely misses the point. The message is literally about putting something bigger than power, self-interest, and influence first. But instead, companies looked at this and thought, how can we use this to sell more products?
Within 3 days, bro. This shit happened on July 1st. It's the 4th. Happy July. It's the 4th of July. This video is probably not gonna be posted till like the 6th, but happy 4th of July. So was it all worth it? In my eyes, not really, because the message didn't get spread. I don't really think this story is about them climbing the Empire State Building. I think it's about what people value. Some people watched this and seen two people risking everything for a memory they'd never forget. Some people saw two people risking their life for views. Some people saw romance, some people saw recklessness. And I understand both sides, if I'm being honest with you. The proposal itself, beautiful. Message on the flag, beautiful. The climb, absolutely insane. But I also think social media has a weird way of romanticizing danger because we're watching it through a phone. We're watching it through dramatic drone shots, through the helicopter camera.
To that couple that scared the Empire State Building and proclaimed your love over the city, just know you raised my standards for love. Okay, my standards were already high, but they are now Empire State Building level high. Look, you talking about you want to go on a fucking date. Fuck that bullshit. Do you want to climb the Statue of Liberty?
And to the guy who proposed on top of the Empire State Building, do you know what you have done? You just set the bar so high for all of us guys now. We are cooked. Like, gang, you know females be looking at that shit. So now I gotta propose on Mars. I gotta hit up Elon Musk and propose on Mars or some shit.
We're not the ones hanging hundreds of feet above the ground, making sure that our next grip doesn't slip. It's easy to call something iconic when you're watching it from your bed. It's a lot harder when you're standing on one steel beam 1,400 feet in the fucking air. And that's why I don't think people should see this and think, I gotta top this. You don't gotta do nothing like this to get proposed to your woman, bro. I promise. And if she trying to make you do this, gang, your proposal does not have to go viral. It doesn't have to break records. It does not have to make the news. It just has to mean something to the two people involved. On Angela and Ivan, man, they gonna remember this moment for their whole lives. I know that for sure. Whether people think they're crazy or inspirational, they have one hell of a story to tell. Would I ever do something like this? Hell no. My black ass. See how black I am. But I can still appreciate the dedication without pretending like it was a good idea. That's where I land on this shit. At the end of the day, man, love does not have to be proven on the top of a fucking skyscraper. Sometimes just making it home together from work is enough. Anyways, man, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, because we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, man. Other than that, that's all I got for y'all, man. Deuce.